You're now watching a clip from the Inspired by show. You can watch the full episode on our YouTube channel or listen on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. So make sure to head over there, leave us a 5-star rating if you enjoyed it, and follow the show.
I think the thing is that, Aaron, one thing I've noticed, and you've kind of touched on it, is that we do have a responsibility when you're in front of a camera. And I love the internet. And I mean, this show wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the internet. You know, if we just had to wait nowadays for a TV or radio station to pick us up, I would say 80% of people who have got their own podcasts wouldn't be able to do it, right? So I'm definitely not slating the internet. Yeah. But I would say there is I'm going to quote Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. 100%. And I think we have a responsibility when you're in front of a camera. And that's my only concern with people who do silly things on social media. They're almost influencing other people to do the same. That's why these dangerous trends pop up.
Yeah. Exactly, it's dangerous. I remember there was one at one time, and I was writing a documentary idea around it, where there was people that were trying to, like, I think they were swallowing like the washing machine tablets or something like that. The plants, there's been all types of dangerous things that could lead to people possibly like really risking their own lives. And you're right, but I've come to realize that, you know, when we want the evolution of things, we have to accept, not accept, but we have to understand that there's going to also be the negatives that come with it. Do you know what I mean? You know, we've got the evolution of driverless cars, not to take it into some weird like tech talk, but we have the evolution of driverless cars, for instance. Yeah, driverless cars, that's amazing, especially if someone that might be blind or maybe someone who can't drive anymore. But at the same time, driverless cars also have technology and algorithms and functionality that they do something called like a risk assessment, and they make choices based on what they think would be the biggest loss. So for instance, if you have two driverless cars and they're about to collide, the driverless car that has the least amount of people might throw itself off the edge to save the car that has more people in, because that's how it works. It works in a way of trying to be more risk averse. How can we save more lives? So what I'm trying to say is that, wow, great evolution of having driverless cars, great evolution of having AI, but then actually there's also some choices and some stuff that can happen as a result of them that might not be aligning with what we would most want as human beings. Same goes for the internet. It's evolving, people are getting opportunities, but there's also a lot of idiocy that is also getting championed and pushed. So we have to find a way of, and I think it's starting to happen-ish, in that we need to have a lot more quality control. We need to start thinking about, okay, yeah, you're a bit silly, but you're actually talented as well. Rather than you're silly and an idiot, everyone loves you, let's put you in. Let's find a happy balance. I don't mind silliness. I'm very silly myself. And what I'm doing right now, what's going to be coming out in January, you'll see. Like, I'm very, very silly. It's completely different. But a balance, please.
Yeah.
Balance.